Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a runner. Because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Drills him with the stiff arm.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
To the air, it's Stockton. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence him.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on 1st down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few. The scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll try the left side. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Man, so many guys in position, play after play to get this guy on the ground, but Palmer, he just refuses to go down and makes big plays.
And when you make plays like that, David, you're basically guaranteeing yourself more touches as this game goes on, because the play caller now knows no matter what, you're going to make dudes miss and make me look good.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, to the next, to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Out of the chute, quick post to back. Looking for the road. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped in Italy. 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Turning it on. Just plowing ahead. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Slippery slide. Finds his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Brings into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
breaks into the open on the left. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll try the run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The play-action fake. The short hand. It's Frazier. There he goes. Smacks him with the stiff arm. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. That's caught. It's Branch. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dogs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Makes the catch. A 2-point conversion is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to eat. And it's picked off for the third time today. Touchdown, Georgia! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back?
The fake, and he wants to throw. Knocked down for the tackle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Manning. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they swarm him under.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got it down the left side.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. Rims him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Tigers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot. It takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last 7 seasons.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Across the 25. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that.
Big time inches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll bring it out. It's Manning.